You were mentioning how Sivir, I mean, it's not super strong during the early game, but she's so safe, right?
Yeah.
Like she can clear waves so easily. She's gonna be there absorbing wave after wave after wave after wave.
For just picking up these early objectives, stacking them through, and making it so in these later stage team fights and skirmishes, their opponents are getting dragged around the map, desperately trying to stop them from being able to pick up a soul. Through the mid lane, stop the push happening in the top side as well, and give over a couple of these grubs to NIP. I'm surprised by that. I would have thought they'd have stuck around at least to grab themselves a second. Takes you towards that feat of monster slaying, right? Instead, they're just going to give this over to NIP, and NIP have a composition that can really use having two grubs. The Gwen is already a threat onto side lane towers, now even more so.
Maybe the EDG just thought that taking one and being content with that would be enough to actually not stopping the win, but literally put her in a worse position to demolish those towers. There it goes, the dive. I mean, I'm spelling a dive there in the top side, where we can not having the ultimate yet, and there it goes, Leaf dealing some damage and about to die. There goes the ultimate from the Senna. Senna's still alive, and Sivir grabbed the first kill, but this dive, what has been this dive? Angel roaming to the top side, and those are 2 kills for EDG. Those dives, though, blocks there. That dive was a mess. Okay, I really like the Sivir pick, but I kind of see a moment in the game where Sivir is not going to have enough space to actually deal damage, just because An is going to be hitting from home practically with the Senna's range. Like if you give An time to actually stack Senna's passive, it's going to be impossible. And I see an impossible situation where they actually get to the Senna, because you'll need to have Nikit diving really back in the fight. And Angel received the T-burst. There it goes. This is a 2-timing dive. He's trying to shove the wave. Angel is still alive. And there goes the ultimate from the Nautilus. But doing big with the fireball, grabbing Angel's kill. And that's the second one for NAP, who are giving a message. We're still alive. I mean, Annie is a good setup for the fights. And there it goes. That is your non-committal engage. The Frostbite, the Winter Spite. Nikit is in a really bad spot after the ultimate from Natalia, and that's it. 3rd kill for EDG.
Nice quick kill there is going to be very fun. Nayo going in right here onto
An. Senna was so overextending there in the mid lane, and An is going to be taken down by Nayo. That's a kill for the Wukong, who already have that Triforce there in the
bottom lane. Almost all of the champions on the map right now are down here.
Abrala is going to start there in the bottom side of the river. There goes the beast coming through, and the Dread line from the side of Nikit, ultimate from Xiaohao, and jumping on top of Nayo, who used the clone to get away, leave on the other side of the fight, and Angel the non shadow from An, and trying to deal some damage. Everybody on NIP had to flash away to be as far as possible from EDG's intentions.
Flash away from that last dredge line. Just get yourself out of dodge at this point. And this tower going over means that these tower as well, so they've been able to swing the gold into their advantage. They were down by about 1,000 before, now they're up by 1,000, so a decent little swing of gold. Herald will go over to EDG right here.
Yeah.
Now that they pick that up, that is going to be the feats going on over to EDG.
Hands on top of some of a Drake and another neutral objective, but look at this, it's gonna be so difficult for them. Xiaohao the W was not the best in the world, but the Dress line from Nautilus actually hit Perukia, making it the front lane, and just grabbed Niket's life. Now you're with the Cyclone and not being even threatened, and the second activation of the Cyclone, but look at Liv going forward, flashing away, but the public execution made its name worth actually. A solo kill about to dive. Angel looking for him with the stones, and that's been a massacre. Those were 4 kills for EDG, and that's it. NIP are not gonna grab this streak neither.
No, they are not. They are gonna get put down. Soul point right here for EDG. Mid lane tower gonna go down without having to use the Herald there either. Actually, I think the Herald did go down to get a chunk of damage off of it just before this fight ended up breaking out. The most important thing, and we'll see it when we look back on the replay, hang on, is Niket actually gonna go for this? That would be crazy, right? You're not stealing this away.
Mentioning a few minutes before, and I don't want to believe that EDG is gonna go full on top of this Anakin. I don't know if they saw Nayo. I mean, I'm not really sure. Nayo going in the first second activation, Perukia with the glacial feature.
It's nice.
Oh my god, that impulse, that was amazing. And the Dawning Shadow on the other side of the fight from An, following up. Nayo going on top of Xiaohao. There goes the middle wolf from solo kill. Xiaohao dealing damage and being taken away by this Gwen. CDC joined the fight, but it was a bit too late. Ace and Bessa gonna be enough to actually join this fight. fight. Public execution, perfectly executed, and CDC grabs solo kill, and that's another not pun intended. There goes, that's Aaliyah dashing forward, but that Wukong was not the good one. That Wukong was a fake.
Yikes, I mean, okay, that was pretty nice to turn things around for ZDZ, but the fact that he arrives to this fight so late is the big problem. He should have been there already, but he gets caught up a little bit, and Solo Kill manages to arrive to this team fight first.
Oh my god, this is NAP trying to rush the Atakan. And I have to say that I'm so skeptical about the Atakan attempts so far in League of Legends. There he goes, the Atakan falling quite quickly. ZDC is in there, and Angel also rotated with the TP with the TP. Faruqi and Xiaohao, they're witnessing the neutral objective being taken away. And thanks for the pull, I guess. Xiaohao going in the middle of everybody. The public is not the best in the world.
It's stolen!
Is that look at this solo kill behind the fire and taking the carries away. Xiaohao in the middle of everybody, but CDC got the Nautilus, and Mesa is still dashing. He's dashing 3 against 2, but NAP HP bars are not full as far. CDC is being taken away, and now it's Angel against the wall. 1v1. Oh my god, this is not looking good for the poor Talia, who goes golden stasis with the Zonias, but solo kill. Gwen is not in moon, but is enough to actually wipe the fight. 14 and 14 in the kill counting, and god, how much I miss the LPL. A haircut, Gwen doesn't care. She's gonna give it to you no matter what. And now we come back from the replay, and we hear in the Chantec Drake. The last fight was for NAP, but was really close. Faruqi with the Unbreakable and the neutral objective ran out of patience. I can understand it, right? Honestly, in this match, Weaver's Wall just to separate the fight. Now Yo is on one side, and the rest of the NIP on the other one. But the neutral objective goes on top of Wukong, and there it goes, another Unbreakable from the Sun and the Brawn, and nothing shutting to shield every single member of the team. CDC about to die on solo kill against the world. Massive storm. There we go. Xiaohao about to die and trying to grab some kills, but this fight
EDG, they're doing it.
EDG, leave. You need to actually leave the fight, but they're not letting you to do so. That's another kill, and Silver is down, and that's an ace.
The 2-item Senna, who's already got a decent chunk of stacks in the back pocket as well, and was beginning to really deal the damage.
To happen. So they are here camping the bush, forcing EDG to face check, but they are not going to do so because they have free way. They're in the middle lane. Nikan may be in trouble. There goes Tibbers threatening us. It's Tibbers against the wall. Tibbers was the one, and the flank from Nayo has been amazing. Senna's been taken down, and Sulkin right now against the wall, going golden. Massive knockouts from the side of Talia, but Talia's been taken down again from Nayo. This fight blocks her. This fight is looking amazing for NAP, who've been taken down. Also Perukia, those are 4 kills, and right now it's only CDC against the world. Okay, EDG never face check, but they cut the Wukong on their faces all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, that was so close to going wrong. Doinby flashes out of the bush, misses the stun onto Arn, which I thought, oh no, this one was about to go wrong for them. But no, the response from NIP, multiple members jumping on forwards. I think Nayo was able to finally get into the backline, pick up the kill onto Arn, pull this back and win this first game.
I mean, but okay. Let's come down from the hype right now. Let's go back to her. How many times is NAP gonna be able to do this?
It's hard. You know,
they compromise so many resources to actually do this. Doinby flash, I mean, ultimates all over. Nayo also flash on top of the back lane. I mean, it was not gonna say nearly impossible fight.
If he'd have taken that one, it would have been a one-way trip into the Death Realm. And this is just going to be a tower going down. Finally, with the Baron, the gold going to begin to swing back into NIP's favor. They're now going to be up by
in the fight. But Doinby, even if he's behind, I mean, you're mentioning it, all the season chef has been amazing. There goes the class
over the wall!
And Doinby is going to be taken away by the Dawning Shadow and grabs Annie's life. Peruqi and the rest going forward. Niket going to be able to actually
On, what are you doing?
Explosive gun, but Liv on the other side of the fight. Liv is flanking, and it's actually working. Angel going golden, and he's absolutely dead. Nayo grabs the kill. Xiaohao's jumping on top of Liv, and Liv flashing away, but this is Xiaohao against the world pressing guard just to make them away. Xiaohao trying to run, but it's not gonna work unless Peruqi makes a miracle. No miracles this time, my friend. 23 and 20 in the kill counting. Oh my goodness, almost 3k gold diff in NIP's favor. You never expected the Sivir to flank you.
But you knew he was there! We'd just
he was there! Yeah, he was there!
At the point at which you'd got the kill onto Doinby, Leaf was stood right next to him. That was the other person that was caught in Angel's seismic shove. I'm baffled by that one because Arm deals so much damage. It's 3 item, very close to 4 item Sivir. You can see from how far away
Senna.
he is hitting right now. He is hitting like a truck at the moment.
20 as well. Yeah, I mean, the pace is absolutely different, no matter what. I mean, no matter which team grabs the big 3, in this game or in this series, the pace is absolutely different, like none I think we've seen from recently at least. I mean, the LPL is frantic, but this is another level. And there it goes, Xiaohao engaging on top of the fight, solo kill on the back end, and CDC dashing. Liv is absolutely dead, and this fight is looking good for EDG. Doinb and solo kill need to get away, and this is right now going against the world. Angel has been playing out of his mind. That seismic shove again has been the world, and Doinb, he thinks he's safe, but there it goes the Weaver's Swirl and the stones on top of your head. That's another kill, and that's another ace for EDG, and this is it. Look at the death timers. It's 34 minutes into the game. This is it.
Yeah, it's going to be 50 seconds until Doinb is going to be back up, at least 20 seconds until anybody is going to be up and available. EDG, they were backs against the wall, but all of a sudden, Leave gets caught out, and you said it perfectly. Angel has been on point this game. Brilliant right here on the Talia. The seismic shoves have been gorgeous, and this is going to be the end. This is the closest that EDG have been to being beaten, other than in that one Thunder Talk game.
The top lane matchup shifted from one game to another. We went from Gwen against Mbessa to Cassandra against Nart, like totally different matchups, totally different styles there for CDC and also solo kill. And for NAP, with all the things available, but I mean, we talk about the Vi during the draft, but she's been absolutely ignored so far in both draft by NAP and ADG. Yeah, I'm surprised as well because you could have been, I think Ari, for example, was available as well. Just smack him down, pin him down to the floor. Tristana, I mean, not in real danger considering that he still had the Ghost and the Flash, but there it goes, the stun responds with the shockwave on the paranoia. I see absolutely nothing. Angel still alive, but Nocturne not anymore. I mean, Nocturne is alive, which is not, is the Viego, and there it goes, CDC appearing in the mid lane. Nayo has been taken down and going insane, because we've seen it plenty of times. I mean, with the fake recall and everything, they're playing the mind games. They're in the top side, but Nayo ended up dying, as you were mentioning. Xiaohao had to pull through on that initial paranoia. That's the first blood for EDG, by the way. And also on the other side, that's really dangerous for NAP composition, because we also talked about during the draft. They need to make it work. They need the first kill. They need to go for the reset. And Barugan needs to go for the engage. Leave flashes away. Niken may be in trouble. And some flashing away again as well. That TP is really dangerous. TP comes through and Doinb flashes away. Flashes for everybody. And Nayo is waiting carefully, patiently to his opportunity to dive in here. That's a 4 against 2, but some HP bars are not the best in the world. Peruki about to die. Nayo grabs the assassination. Niket is gonna be taken down. Oh my god, I have a deja vu. I swear to god, Blockstar, I have a deja vu. Nayo grabs Corki's soul and Valkyrie away from the threat. Another heartbreaker in the top side. Neutral objectives, I mean, still kind of far away because we don't have nothing. Oh my god, Alistar hex flashing. Alistar with the pulverized Perukia inside the Herald pit, but nobody's in there. Literally nobody is in there, so Perukia is just now chilling. Nayo on the other side is not chilling at all after the Gatling gun. Perukia with the double attack, and that's another kill for the Corki. Niket in some trouble after being forced to use the ultimate, and Angel took down the Tristana. The rocket is not enough to take down the Alistar. But okay, we have to talk about this, guys. That was a play that was supposed to be 1 or maybe 2 kills for NAP, and ended up being a disaster for them. And Solo King dashing forward, trying to grab Angel, and I have seen this plenty of times. Flash into all out. Solo Kill trying to grab Angel, and the shockwave just to cut the grass. You did a very good job, but after the bastard shot, Tristana takes down Orianna. That was a small mistake.
Yeah, that one was a little mistake right there. I think even with the shockwave coming through, there's a chance that Angel's still dead. Did have the flash available, so maybe lands the shockwave flashes out. Still, we will never know. It is going to result in this top lane tower going down, and this keeps the gold very, very close right here for NIP. They're only down by about 1,000 gold at the moment. Really nothing too big for them to need to worry about. 15 minutes into this game, a lot of towers going down. First Drake went over to NIP. The Grubs are going over at some point. I don't even know when they went over, but NIP were able to grab them. This has been crazy. Second straight gonna go over to EDG. They're going to keep these one apiece at the moment. EDG 2. Yep. They're in a spot where they just need to keep the pressure up and try to find a couple of big fights and skirmishes.
Nick able to fight on the pulverize as Pyjamas was absolutely on his own and Leaf grabs a kill. I mean, I was going to say, I have the feeling they want to fight, but there's nothing to fight over because the next break is going to be in more than 3 minutes. There's no autogun, there's anything, but they definitely wanted to fight. And the Rift Girl has been summoned here in the mid lane. There it goes, another amazing engage, and maybe in trouble. Exhaust on top of Corky's head, and there it goes, solo kill. The Q3 not the best in the world, and now they see absolutely nothing after the paranoia, and it's gonna take down Deck Sunday, and that was a mess. That wasn't a small mistake neither. CDC jumping forward, Niket being absolutely compromised, and Angel grabbing the kill after an auto attack, but Leave going forward, clicking, beautiful clicks. Tristana jumping forward, but now you're alone on your own, and Leave needs to jump away, another kill for Nayo. Jumps forward, always forward. There's no other way to go, always forward. That's Nayo turned into the Nar, and that's a fight that NIP made work. Going there, heading there, and this attack, my question is if it's going to be fast enough. Is gonna be left on his own doing the break? No, he's gonna leave. He's gonna leave as well because they know EDG are trying to grab the attack as fast as possible. Pyjamas waiting patiently there on the tri-bush, and EDG is not even trying, to be smooth in their intentions to fight with NIP. There goes Pyjamas being spotted, the attack being pulled to the top side of the map, and now you're going invisible. There goes, we see absolutely nothing, and Cassandra's on his own. There goes jumping again, they all out, and Angel grabs solo kills head. Rukia jumping to the backside, but Tristana is still dealing some damage, and there it goes, the resets, the first kill. Nayo heartbreaking away. The other gun is being left away by EDG, but right now this is a pull to EDG. This is a neutral objective for NIP. Tristana jumping forward, trying to grab nothing, but the other gun goes all through NIP's hunt.
Jump out of this one because the fighting just doesn't stop.
I mean, I don't know if NIP are going to be able to make their way into the river. That's going to be a neutral objective for EDG as NIP are pushing through the mid lane. The game right now is getting really tense. Leave dealing a lot of damage, and Tristana is so good at this. He's so good at claiming these neutral these structures. And we're talking about Tristana who got a bunch of boy grubs,
pretty tricky to deal with. And I love that you highlighted the grubs onto this Tristana as well. That's going to make stopping these pushes very tricky.
The Corky needs to expose himself to deal damage to the Tristana. I mean, Tristana is kind of... Liv is playing kind of out of his mind. You were mentioning it. He's playing on knife sets. And
there they go!
Okay, I said absolutely nothing there. Tristana has been absolutely obliterated by the Illegal combo. Nocturne and Oriana absolutely working. But there it goes. Nayo going forward, looking for the engage. Doing this, still alive. And Niket barely, but still alive and kicking CDC. About to transform into the Mega now, looking for the massive engage. Only got solo kill that went all out, but's been taken away. The fight, though, I mean...
were aware of. Still, they don't want to just give this one up, and with lots of half health bars right here for EDG, there's a chance they can stop this one.
They still have Nayo alive. There goes CDC really chowing down, dealing some damage. There we go, Heartbreaker, Heartbreaker after Heartbreaker, and there goes the Viego. This guy never lost a game with the Viego this season so far, and he's saying that this is not going to be the first one. Angel having to TP away, and that was really close though. The Baron Nashor went all straight forward to NIP after losing the fight. To actually follow the fight, and we saw him trying to get away after the TP. And I'm having flashes from the previous game because in this very same spot, NIP, even though they have the advantage in the game one, they ended up losing. But this time they're gonna siege the fight, which is gonna be kind of early because they are always willing to fight. But it's like Kissy saying EDG always wins when they are ahead in gold. They only lost one game so far. Yeah. It's like, it's super cheap statistic. There goes, I see nothing. Oh my god, Tristana, you are in some kind of trouble. Tristana is still alive, but not for much time. That's another kill that goes through the Corky.
While the remaining members of his team move up towards the top side. There's so much darkness they're walking into, but it doesn't matter, this works.
There it goes, delivery system. There goes your Alistar. The Alistar to get killed because Niket is so changed down right now.
Yeah.
CDC joining the fight. No rage on this Nar, just chilling. This Nar 10-12 in the kill count, and Niket, I mean...
You've also got yourself the light switch for Xiaohao. He immediately hits Paranoia, and at that point there's no follow-up available to you. And it's not like you're on the team where you've got himself up that Drake. This is melting, though.
Round 2. They are trying to grab again the Baron Nashor, and this is flip. Xiaohao ended up in the middle of everything, but it was Nika the one. The smart down the neutral objective. Anna about to die. Shields and more chains, but 2MB is going forward really fast after the face rush. And Leave resetting, jumping forward and forward and forward if he feels so, but not right now. He's gonna be strong. He's gonna push. He's gonna take the responsible decision to shove the wave there into the inhibitor tower in the mid lane, because NAP grabbed the neutral objective somehow, and they may be having it. The inhibitor in the mid lane is gonna be enough, or they want to close this game so far. 2 down from EDG. This is a 5 against 3. Parukia, Angel, and CDC trying to defend the chunks of their base. Right now, NIP trying to take the Nexus towers. Parukia really chunked down, has to jump away, but Leaf grabs the kill, and this is it. We're gonna have a third game. EDG only lost 1 game so far this season, and it was a single game against Thundertalk, but this is the second one they lose. Draven just needs to be on top, as you were mentioning, because otherwise it's gonna be absolutely ignored. Even fast, you need to have that Draven really fast one.
Especially when you've got something like the Skarner on the other side of the map. This is a champion that can get very far ahead.
Xiaohao may be having finding an opportunity there in the mid lane. 2MB really chunk down an Angel going forward. Xiaohao looking for the stun, and even 2MB is flashing away. It's not gonna prevent him to die on Victor's hands on bot lane.
Potentially could try to get a bit aggressive, as Nayu now hunting Xiaohao through his jungle. He's not allowed to get these crops.
This sun was kind of unbelievable, but it was there. CDC and Xiaohao against Nayu, Niket and Lee fighting over those golems, and this is really smart from NAP. Parukia joining the fight, but there goes the smite, and now it's a 3 against 3. Xiaohao maybe in a bad spot. The W from Lee, but he's with no mana, and there he goes to the W. Nayu may be about to die, and this is it. Niket also in a really bad spot. Parukia and CDC going forward, and there it goes. The Crocodile claims the kill. Lee needs to get away as 2MB is joining the fight. There it goes, dash forward, the stun on top of Leave, the W, not promising, and CDC dashing and Leave. You cannot leave, definitely. 2MB right now against the world. Parukia got the kill from NIP's AD carry, and 2MB getting shelter under the tower in the bottom lane. This was a mess of a fight. NIP looked for it, and it ended up bad for them. 1K on EDG's favor, and honestly, I thought the game was kinda over for EDG after we got to see Xiaohao spending and wasting so much time there in the ball lane looking for a gun that never came through. But it was the opportunity there in the mid lane.
Yeah, it's exactly what we wanted to see. And hey, in this situation, we'll see if they're going to be able to get extra use out of it right now. Can EDG grab a second one? No!
Beware the fire, there goes Nayo with the sound W from Jean, and there goes Pop Blossom, amazing ultimate from Niket, and 2MB dashing and slicing again. There it goes, this last void grab maybe for NAP, but Angel and Ann look like they want a little bit more affection. They are leaving, NAP is leaving the void grab speed, but that fight, it was a kill, just 1 kill for NAP. I think it's not enough for them.
2MB is on top of Arn, and it just doesn't matter.
And we have another brawl there in the top side on being pinned down. Oh my god, this is the worst thing ever for Draven. Nayo grabs the kill. You shouldn't leave that one for your AD carry, by the way. But a kill is a kill. That's the third one for NAP, and that's what we were talking about. You needed to cash in for your Draven, but that's not what happened.
No, not even slightly. I mean, at that point, you're just getting bullied around right there, and EDG, as much as they were able to get themselves out to a significant advantage at the beginning of this game to be able to fight this one, I don't imagine that NIP are just going to allow this to go straight over, though.
No, definitely. I mean, Nayo about to finish the blue buff. Parukia may be in some kind of trouble. And there it goes, W from Yin, not the best in the world. And Champions fights down the neutral objective. There it goes, EDG wants to get away, but it's not going to be that easy. As the curtain call is being summoned, Xiaohao dealing some damage. Nayo about to die, but double impulse. And again, another magnificent Pop Blossom. And everybody's popping. There it goes, Leave going forward. The fight goes forward for NAP. And Angel is going to be taken down as well. 517 in the kill count, and this is it. This is the fight NAP we're looking for.
But it's still going to be 20 or so minutes away before this Victor's really going to be able to deal that damage, and that's the point at which a lot of the rest of this composition is beginning to fall offline. And you saw right in that lower third, again, Arn has lost a ton of stacks. It's a massive amount of gold that he's just missing out on in this game.
There's a Grand Starfall there. still to be played aggressively at least. Xiaohao jumping forward though, the stun on top of doing this head, and the gas Renata fell short. It wasn't the best in the world, and right now NAP wants to go forward. Now yo even with the flash, with the aggressive flash, the W from Lee very successful on top of Xiaohao, and CDC is a monster. He's dashing, slashing, cutting heads through. Niket really chunked down, and solo kill on the other side of the fight. Doinb trying to dive to navigate the fight.
He's dead.
Away, and right now Kashin, do you hear the sound of the money coming through? That's for Draven. There it goes, the curtain gold though, dealing some damage, solo kill threatening the backside, and now yo still fighting, still brawling. CDC not being able to run away anymore. That's a triple kill for solo kill, 6 and 10 in the kill counting, and yet even if it didn't look good for NAP at some point, look at that Aatrox.
Just getting chunked out right now. Whilst all of this is happening, right, you've now got yourself the Rift Herald moving on into the mid lane. We see one initial charge out of the Rift Herald. We'll see if we're going to get a second or if it's just going to be a little bit of a quick trip over towards this Drake. Seems like that's going to be, hang on, driver's license. He's got his driver's license!
We're crowning a new Drift King here in the Summoners, in the Summoners Rift. There it goes. It was really nice driving, really good driving skills, honestly. Those driving skills are granting another tower for NAP.
Hello.
There he goes. Doinb wants to brawl. Doinb wants to fight a little bit. Doinb went into the mecha. Doinb, it wasn't the time for you to go into the mecha. You get too carried away. But the W from Lee, again, so good. See, this is going to be erased from the face, the surface of the Summoners Rift. And there he goes. Spot Blossom promising. Perukia responds with the ultimate. And there he goes. Another ultimate coming through. Perukia being covered by Xiaohao. And the monster comes through, slicing everybody down. Now he's going to be taking down Xiaohao. Gets the kill. And no, NAP, can you get away from turrets? I'm just asking you to do that.
Well, they're at least getting a little bit of gold back for this one. Still, you get the mid lane tier 1, you get the bot lane tier 1 for NIP. A bunch of kills onto a couple of these key carries as well. He's had to grab himself a Bramble Vest to be able to steal with ZDZ, and the healing coming through from him. Now, we're going to get this Atachan started up. EDG, they're taking this one down, but it's kind of slow, and we've seen plenty of throws around this objective before. NIP teleporting members in, they're going to go for this fight.
A wise man once said in Spain that Atachan loses you more games than it wins to you. Pop Blossom, another time. Niketo, my man, what are you playing out of your mind? This is a massacre. This is how this sounds for EDG. Solo kill being taken away, but Draven navigating the fight however he wants. Another kill on top of Draven, and Angel right now. He still has his flash, but it's not gonna be enough as Nail just chases him down the W from lead this time. Not good enough as Angel is going to be able to get away.
Very, very tricky to play out for EDG. They're going to need a couple of quick picks. Teleports coming in. Here they go.
Doinb on one side, on his own. Angel TP coming through, but look at the damage. Doinb is a monster as well. CDC with the ultimate into the infield. Now you've been on point so far on this corner. Doinb dashing forward once again as Leaf took down Xiaohao. CDC is not gonna live more longer. Angel on his own right now. Solo kill, trying to grab the kill, and Angel trying to get the explosive cone. The bullet, and Angel is gonna be taken down. The W is not gonna be definitely not enough. And now he wants the kill for himself. 10 and 20 in the kill counting. I mean, I'm not gonna count. I leave that to production. How many kills we had so far in this series?
You have to think. I mean, yeah, you don't even have your jungler anywhere nearby, barring some miracle steal from a handshake from Perukia. This is going to be sole point for NIP. They are up by just for the table if they weren't behind in terms of just overall games played to NIP. But now, all of a sudden, they are on the ropes, and they're going to be forced to step into this Baron completely blind.
What? That was the Grand Starfall, but it was, it was to the back lane, like a real back lane, and CDC 1v4, not the best fight for the Renekton, still putting down some damage as Xiaohao joins the fight too late, too far. Another desperate attempt. I think they thought NAP was rushing Baron Nashor, but nothing like that. Xiaohao's ultimate wasn't his own.
Yeah, that was exactly what you didn't want to see. Yeah, that's a truly insane amount of kills to have over the course of a full series, and I don't know that this one is going to slow down at any point in the rest of this game.
Last game of the series, I remember we were discussing how the first game of all, it could have gone to NAP if it wasn't for that last fight. We could be talking of this series being a 2-0, and NAP right now, they are proving that it was more than real possibility.
Absolutely, they are getting them onto the ropes right
Fighting.
now. Another big aggressive
Grand.
engage.
Grand Starfall, but you went on top of Niket's ultimate, and Xiaohao is not a threat anymore. Look at this solo kill, 2MB. Now you're diving into the fight. Dive, dive, dive. This is what this composition is screaming. You want to fight, you want to dive, and you want to heal. Where was the heal? What is Satrix, for God's sake? Angel is the last one standing for EDG, and this is gonna be it. This is EDG. First defeat so far in this split, and it's on NAP's hands in the third game nonetheless. Until then, they only lost one single game, but this right now is a full series NAP threatening the lower standings of the Ascent group.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.